news today. Convicted killer Scott Peterson is officially off death row. He was resentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Peterson was originally sentenced to death in 2004 after he was convicted of killing his wife, Lacey Peterson, and unborn son, Connor. But that sentence has been overturned just within the past hour. KRONon's Charles Clifford joining us now from the San Mateo County Courthouse with the latest details. Charles.
Yeah, well, as you mentioned here, Scott Peterson has been officially sentenced to life in prison. He was actually sentenced twice. On the first count for the murder of Lacey Peterson, his wife, he received life in prison. For the death of his unborn son, Connor Peterson, he actually received 15 years to life in prison. He will eventually be returned to San Quentin. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some video. In court today, the hearing lasted about an hour and a half or so. Scott Peterson was wearing an orange jumpsuit. He had a face mask on. Also in the courtroom was the family of Lacey Peterson, and Scott Peterson's family was there as well. Now Lacey Peterson, her family, her mother, her sister, and her brother all spoke. Her sister said there's not a day that goes by that she doesn't think about her sister. Her brother Brent Rocha said that the family, more than 2 decades later, almost 2 decades later, is still devastated and traumatized by her death. And Sharon Rocha, Lacey Peterson's mother, accused Scott of feeling no remorse or sorrow for her death, and she wants him to admit to killing her daughter. Now, Scott Peterson, initially we believed he might make a statement. He did not today. That apparently was a decision made by the judge. She has that discretion. She did not allow Peterson or his family to speak today. Now, after the court hearing, Peterson's attorney, Pat Harris, spoke to the media. We also heard from Scott Peterson's sister-in-law, Janie Peterson, who says the family believes that he is innocent and they are pushing for a retrial.
This is a murder trial. This is a capital murder trial. He is in prison for murdering his wife and unborn son. There is no forensic evidence. There is no timeline to this crime. Scott Peterson is innocent, and we are now trying to reverse that. And you need to ask yourself what time this crime occurred. If you think Scott Peterson is guilty, what time did this crime occur? What was Lacey wearing when that crime occurred? If you can't answer those questions, then you shouldn't be saying he's guilty. As Pat challenged you, ask when this burglary occurred, specifically what time. Those questions aren't being asked. And until those questions are asked, we're not going to get to the truth. Our family is in this for the long haul. We will be here in 2 months. We look forward to Scott being granted a new trial. And when he is, we're going to show that he is innocent.
All right, back live now. Scott Peterson has actually been here in Redwood City. He was transferred from San Quentin up in Marin to here in San Mateo County about a week ago. He is going to remain here in the jail until an evidentiary hearing in February. So that is the very latest here from Redwood City. Charles Clifford, KRON 4 News.
Charles, thank you for that live report. We do have team coverage of today's hearing, as you just heard from KRONon's Charles Clifford. Our Amy Larson and Rob Nesbitt are all in San Mateo County. Coming up at 1 o'clock this afternoon, we'll be speaking to defense attorney Paula Canny for her perspective of what happened in the Peterson case today. We'll bring that to you live right here on KRONon.